Sup flappers. So, well, we're getting really close to patch 1.4. In fact, we probably have around 5-6 days before Childe Banner goes away, and let me tell you something. MiHoYo is it's so smart. MiHoYo is so smart because what they're doing with 1.4 is essentially they are giving us just enough. They're giving up just enough incentive to do things, yet they're holding back the real value, the real package, as you would call it. I don't think 1.4 is worthwhile in terms of character content. Let's be honest, Venti, while being great, is really a character that benefits beginners far more than veterans. And MiHoYo is really putting us in a pickle here because honestly, I think Zhongli is just on the horizon, and when stacking Zhongli up to Venti, I do think Zhongli is superior in most aspects compared to Venti, except for, the very few small parts where Venti does things better, but Venti does kind of fizzle out as the later you get into the game. Because the more challenging content that currently players are struggling with are mostly with Abyss 12 elite mobs, right? Mobs that could be CC'd, there are workaround. It doesn't take $150-$300 of summons to get a character just to deal with mobs that you can CC. So Venti kind of fizzles out in the late game compared to Zhongli, and I do think Zhongli is coming very soon, and there is a reason why MiHoYo has put Venti in front of Childe, because as the later we get into the patch, likely the leaks are gonna start happening, and MiHoYo doesn't want people to see that, oh, Zhongli is coming soon, so let's just skip Venti. So they're gonna put you in a position where you have to either take a blind shot at, well, I either get the guaranteed Venti that I can get right now, or wait and bank on the chance that Zhongli is coming back, right? Because Venti is first. You don't have a choice. And then comes Childe, but they're not really trying to sell you Childe. They're trying to sell you Rosaria. And regarding Rosaria, I'm going to talk a little bit about that later, but do you know what else MiHoYo is not telling us right now in patch 1.4? And that is the fact that apparently 71% of the people watching this video right now are not even subscribed. I know, like, what? Why? It's free. Do it for the algorithm. Anyways, patch 1.5, okay? If any of you have ever, looked at the map out of sheer boredom, just looking at it, you might have came across this little, I don't know, this thing called the chasm. And if you just open up Google and search chasm and go to Google Images, what's the first thing that comes up? I mean, I don't know about you, but that sure as hell looks like Zhongli's pillar to me. As much as MiHoYo is very secretive with the amount of information they put out, sometimes it just gets so obvious to the point where, as long as we wait, right? Be patient. Understand that the 1.4 patch is going to be a filler patch, so just take your time, right? Bolster up your other units and wait. Just wait and wait. Yes, what I'm essentially telling you right now is, if you are a free-to-play player, pass up Venti for the chance to get Zhongli. And if you're saving enough, because patch 1.4 is going to give us a ton of primos right through the events, and that's not counting all the your daily commissions and whatnot. Save up your gems, because if you get Venti, there's a high chance that you will not be able to get Zhongli without spending. And that's essentially what MiHoYo is trying to get you to do, is to pull out your wallet and swipe, right? That's all they want. It doesn't matter if you're thinking, oh, it's just $5, right? It's just $10, and that stuff adds up. They get you a little bit here, they get you a little bit there, and you're not afraid to play anymore. That's what I'm telling you. Just wait. Zhongli is coming back. It's not a question of if. It is a question of when. And honest to God, I think he will be coming back in patch 1.5. I'm not gonna 100% guarantee you on that, but if Venti's coming back, Zhongli is coming back, right? It's that simple. And if you are a free-to-play, Zhongli is better, right? Okay, and that's enough about Venti versus Zhongli, whatnot. Let's talk a little bit about Rosaria. And I think at this point, people are just so desperate for content in this game that they're willing to just hype up anything. And honestly, Rosaria is hype. But don't get pulled into the whole big titty goth waifu thing, because content creators will have to do whatever they need to do for content. And creating hype is just one way of doing that, okay? So I'm telling you, consume the content. Enjoy it for what it is, but don't get pulled into it. Just move on, right? Rosaria is not gonna be worth you spending 10, 20, 30, 40 pulls to get. Hey, if you're a collector, go ahead. But if you're free to play and you're a collector, you're not collecting shit. All right, let's be honest. Like, there's no way you can collect all of them while being free to play. So what I'm really trying to say is, free to play players, you're gonna see a lot of people, a lot of content creators, you know, on Reddit, on whatever social media you're on, they're gonna be hyping up Rosaria like she's a 6-star unit, when really, honestly, she's okay. She's a 4-star unit. She's a new unit because she's the only new unit in patch 1.4. What do you expect content creators to do? Look at us out here. It's barren. There's nothing, right? There's absolutely nothing. So forgive us if we hype up a unit that is maybe not that deserving of the hype. I said it. So let's move on, right? To be honest, I think the entire 1.4 patch is really built for either newer players or collectors who missed out on Venti and Childe. They're trying to ease in the newer players, alright? They're trying to ease them in, and then when patch 1.5 comes, I do think there might be a ramp up in difficulty level. I do think so. I think MiHoYo does have something quite special planned. 1.5, 1.6. Eventually, Chapter 2 is coming. Inazuma is coming, right? And I do think that MiHoYo also understands the fact that there needs to be more challenging content. And in a way, I think that power creeping is MiHoYo's way of prepping us for what's to come. MiHoYo has always done this, right? They first sell you the solution to a problem that doesn't even exist yet. You get what I'm saying, right? They'll sell you the solution right now, and we think, oh my goodness, these characters, Hu Tao, Ganyu, it's so excessive. Why do we need so much power? And eventually, MiHoYo is like, well, this is why. They're gonna hit us with that, and that's just gonna be that, right? And I think 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, we're gonna start leading into that. All right, but coming back to Venti, could everybody skip Venti? No, I don't think so. Venti is more useful to beginners than he is to veterans, honestly, right? He's cheap to build, he's easy to use, he's incredibly versatile. So honestly, if you're a free-to-play player and you just started, like, you're under AR 45, I would say, and you know, fine, pick up Venti. He's gonna be a great addition to your team. He's gonna work absolutely fine with anybody. So that's that. But if you are somebody who has been playing for some time, just wait for Zhongli. He's gonna come back, all right? And Childe is preferential, to be honest, and Childe is in a weird spot. I'll make a separate video regarding Childe, and also I'll make a video regarding Venti, but you know, Childe is very preferential, and currently, yes, he is strong, but his on-hit build is not as strong as his one-shot build, where you build Elemental Mastery on him and just use his burst skill. So he's in a weird spot, because I know he's not designed for that. MiHoYo did not design him for that, but his numbers just push him towards it, and there are videos talking about this already, so yeah, you can search it up. Honestly, overall, in 1.4, just relax, people, take a breather. MiHoYo is even giving you a chance to take a breather, so there's no point to take it so hard upon yourself. Rest and prepare yourselves for 1.5, because that's where the real challenge, the real showdown is going to happen. And with that, I think I'll be concluding this video. But before I go, I just want to give a shout out to my channel members. We have Sakrakit, we have Dennis Tepesic, we have Tony S, we have Ringo, Orbiz, Tondo, we have Brazel Sprout, we have Jin Kazama 1515, we have J-Dog, and we have 25th quote-unquote fan. These are my current channel members, and just letting you all know, starting this week on Saturday, I'm going to be streaming at 7 p.m. and going forward every Wednesday and Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will be going live here on YouTube, so subscribe. We're going to be doing a lot of different kinds of content on my streams, and of course, channel members do have additional input regarding content during live streams. So if you want to become a channel member, make sure to go do that. Just click below and you can become a channel member, support the content, support myself, and I do hope to see you all in my live stream on Saturday. So that's going to be everything. Until then, stay safe and peace.